The CEO of Klarna went on Bloomberg and dropped a bombshell. He said that the AI assistant was doing the work of 700 customer service agents. So they fired 700 people. Wall Street went wild. The stock jumped, headlines everywhere screamed that AI was finally replacing workers. But here is the thing, it was a complete BS. By May, the same CEO quietly admitted zero layoffs due to AI. The workforce shrunk because people just quit. And now they're desperately rehiring humans because the AI couldn't actually do the job. Over 180,000 tech workers lost their jobs in 2025. All blamed on AI. So I started digging through Federal Reserve data, MIT studies, Yale research, and what I found made my blood boil. The numbers don't match the headlines at all. This is the story of the biggest corporate con job of our generation. Let's talk about what's really happening. So as I said, in 2025, the tech workers had it tough. 180,000 workers and counting were laid off. That's 489 jobs lost every single day. Salesforce, Accenture, Amazon, everyone is blaming AI. But here is what the actual data says. MIT looked at companies spending $35 to $40 billion on AI. You know what they found? 95% got zero return, nothing. Only 5% of AI pilots even make it to production. Most fail because they're too brittle, too clunky, they don't fit how people actually work. One CIO told them, "We've seen dozens of AI demos this year, but maybe one or two are genuinely useful." Then there is the Federal Reserve data. They surveyed businesses in August 2025. Only 1% of service firms laid off workers due to AI. Just 1%. Down from 10% the year before. In manufacturing, zero AI-driven layoffs. The Fed literally said layoffs have been almost non-existent due to AI use. Yale analyzed US labor data from 2022 to mid-2025. And what did they find? No discernible disruption of the broader labor market. Job shifts are happening at basically the same pace they did when PCs and the internet arrived. So let me get this straight. Companies are screaming, "We are laying off thousands because of AI." The data is whispering, hardly anyone is actually doing that. If AI isn't doing the work, why are all these people losing their jobs? Dr. Fabian Stephanie studies this stuff at Oxford. He's an expert on AI at work, and he's not buying it. His exact words are, "I'm really skeptical whether the layoffs we see currently are really due to efficiency gains. It's rather a projection into AI in the sense of we can use AI to make good excuses." Think about it. Companies like Klarna and Duolingo massively overhired during COVID. 2022, 2021, tech was booming. VCs were throwing money and anything with a pulse. Growth looked infinite. But then reality hit. Growth normalized, interest rates went up. Suddenly all those extra people they hired, well, they were not needed anymore. So Stephanie calls it market clearance, firing people they never should have hired in the first place. But here is the genius PR move. Which option would you use? Option A, we are laying off 5,000 people because we screwed up our hiring projections during the pandemic. Or you can use option B, we are strategically realigning towards an AI-first future as part of our innovative digital transformation. So, which one makes you look incompetent and which one makes your stock price jump? It's the same layoffs, just a different story. And Wall Street eats it up. If you say AI transformation and boom, the stock goes up. CEOs look like visionaries instead of admitting they made mistakes. They even get bonuses for leading change. It's brilliant and it's completely dishonest. Let's talk about what happened when you actually look at these companies. Remember Klarna, I started with it. The CEO bragged that AI was doing the work of 700 agents, handling 75% of customer chats, reduced their workforce from 5,000 to 3,000 people. Come October 2025, he posted on X, "We have made zero layoffs due to AI." Wait, what? Turns out people just quit. They stopped hiring in 2023 and called it AI. when employees left, but it gets better. In May 2025, Klarna announces they're rehiring humans. The CEO admitted that costs unfortunately seem to have been too predominant. What you end up having is lower quality. Customer satisfaction dropped 22% with AI-only service. So now they're hiring students and people from rural areas for customer service. The AI revolution, ladies and gentlemen. Salesforce cut 4,000 customer support jobs. CEO said AI could do 50% of the work. Then their spokesperson quietly admitted they redeployed hundreds of employees into other areas. So what is the translation here? They just move people around, not AI replacement. IBM, that's a very funny story. IBM partnered with McDonald's for AI drive-thru ordering, rolled it out to over 100 locations, and the system kept screwing up orders. Bacon on ice cream. Someone accidentally ordering 50 chicken nuggets. In July 2024, McDonald's killed the partnership. So see the pattern? Loud announcements about AI replacing workers. And then quiet admissions that it didn't actually work. Even quieter reality that it was just regular old cost cutting all along. Here is where it gets really dark. AI isn't replacing many current workers, but companies are using it as an excuse to stop hiring new ones. Entry-level tech hiring dropped 50% in 3 years. 50%. Only 7% of new hires at big tech are recent graduates now. UK tech graduate roles fell 46% in 2024 alone. Stanford looked at workers aged 22 to 25 in AI expert fields. Their employment dropped 7.7%. Meanwhile, what happens with senior staff? Largely untouched. The CEO of Anthropic, literally an AI company, told reporters that AI could eliminate half of all entry-level white-collar jobs. But here's the twist. Companies aren't replacing juniors with AI. They're just not hiring juniors at all. MIT has a term for this. Soft attrition. Positions never get filled when people leave. The work gets dumped on whoever's left. AI gets the credit. Young people get screwed. Think about it. How are you supposed to climb the career ladder when the first 3 rungs don't exist anymore? You used to start at level 1, learn the ropes, move up. Now there are no level 1 jobs anymore. Everyone wants someone who can hit the ground running at level 3. Even Oxford's Stephanie admits this is terrible for companies. Not hiring young people means losing fresh perspective, new ideas. He says companies risk becoming like elderly homes. Everyone is about to retire. Nobody has the edge anymore. But the damage to young people is catastrophic. Almost 5% of recent college graduates can't find jobs. 37% of managers say they'd rather use AI than hire Gen Z. Half of young job seekers believe AI made their degrees worthless. Entry-level job postings are down 73%, while overall jobs only dropped 7%. This isn't a robot apocalypse. It's a generation getting locked out before they even get started. Let's look at the actual numbers of what's causing layoffs. Through September 2025, only 17,375 job cuts is explicitly linked to AI. Meanwhile, 290,000 cuts were due to government actions. Another 208,000 were from economic conditions. AI is a tiny fraction of what's actually happening. The real drivers: pandemic, overhiring corrections, rising interest rates, economic uncertainty, tariffs, government cuts, and good old-fashioned cost-cutting to boost profit. But none of that sounds good in a press release, does it? We overhired makes you look stupid. The economy is bad, makes investors nervous. Cutting cost for profit makes you look greedy. But AI transformation, well, that makes you look like a genius. Same layoffs, better spin. And here's the kicker. It works. Announce an AI pivot with layoffs and your stock goes up. Announce regular cost cutting and it goes down. CEOs figure this out and they're playing everyone. MIT, Yale, the Federal Reserve, Oxford, all independent institutions all saying the same thing. AI is not causing mass job displacement yet. But companies spent $40 billion on AI and 95% got nothing back. They still needed to cut costs though. They still needed to fix their pandemic hiring mistakes. They just needed a better story. So here is the truth. And here we are. 180,000 workers lost their jobs in 2025. and companies blamed AI. The Federal Reserve said only 1% of firms actually did AI layoffs. It's not a technology revolution yet. It's a simple PR strategy for the time being. And while AI isn't replacing many current workers, companies are using it as the perfect excuse to stop hiring new ones. Entry-level jobs are vanishing, not because robots took them, but because executives found a convenient story. So the next time you see a headline about AI layoffs, remember this: the AI revolution isn't taking your job. The AI excuses, and the people pushing this narrative, they are getting bonuses for strategic transformation while you're wondering if you will have a career at all. That's not the future of work. That's a scam, and someone needed to say it.